What's up, YouTube? So I wanted to come out here and do some practice wheelies.
Yum, yum, yum. But they dig their pit and they waiting to see me falling in. My God.
Yeah, so I've been out for a little while. I've been sick, so I don't really like to. I think my voice sounds shitty anyway. Alright, road's clear. Let's give a wheelie here. So I can only really do first gear wheelies on this bike, but here we go. Oh, that wasn't a good one. Yeah, so it's funny, it reminds me, I had a smaller bike back in the islands. I had just gotten it. It was a 150. Let's give a little wheelie here. Nah, it was alright. But yeah, I had this new bike, and I was sitting off of a few of my friends, and they were like, "Yo, can you wheelie that thing yet?" Da 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 da. And that's all I kept saying was, "Yo, can you wheelie it yet?" So, you know, everybody went inside to go do their thing. And so, yeah, I'm sitting outside with my boys after everybody goes inside. Dead animal. And I thought to myself, you know what, let me try to wheelie this thing, you know. I haven't tried to wheelie a clutch bike. I've only really wheelied scooters at this point. So, you know, I hit the throttle in first gear, and the bike kind of jolts, but it doesn't really lift up. Should I filter here? Should I filter here? Yeah, I'm gonna filter. So the bike kind of lifts up. So then I'm like, you know what? Let me try to squeeze the clutch in and give that a shot. So I squeeze the clutch in, and she pops right up on me. I got kind of scared, so my natural reaction. Ooh, that was a cop. I got kind of scared, so my natural reaction was to squeeze, and I squeezed the throttle. And when I squeezed the throttle, the bike flipped up on me. You know what I mean? Like the bike popped up and I squeezed the throttle, and the bike ended up 12 o'clocking on me. And the shit is pretty much like, I wasn't going very fast. I was only doing about 5K, and I couldn't get my feet down in time. So I ended up on my ass, like on my back, with the handlebars still in my hand, and the bike just sitting right on top of me. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting in this driveway, well, pretty much like laying in this driveway with the bike on top of me, with the handlebars still in my hand. Yeah, man. So I ended up muscling the bike up by myself. It was only a small 150, as I said. And the whole back fender was just mashed, man. Brand new bike, not even a week old. And I never really tried to wheelie clutch bikes ever since, you know what I mean? I've only ever really wheelied semi-clutch bikes, where it's in the foot clutch, if you know what I mean. And scooters. Scooters are fun. You gotta hop up. You gotta kind of hop up and bounce on the seat and lift up at the same time. But I had a nice scooter where, with my weight, I was about 225 pounds back then. I could just sit further back on the seat, and the bike would like lift up. It was awesome. But yeah, I've never really tried to wheelie clutch bikes until I started riding this thing. And started wheeling clutch bikes again. Let's see if we lift one up for you. I like the look of that road better. I don't know why. Yeah, let's give her another wheelie. I got way too sideways on that one. Well, yeah, man, there was another time when I was just a little kid, and I had my dad's bike. It was a Yamaha RC 100, and sorry, Suzuki RC 100. And I was only like 12 years old, man, and I was riding the bike up and down the driveway, and there's like this really steep hill to my driveway, and yeah, there's this really steep hill to this driveway. So I try to make the hill from a stand, like from a stop down at the bottom, and it was one of those foot clutch bikes, and I went up the hill and I lost complete momentum. So I got the bright idea to give it a huge clutch to get up the hill, and she clutched up alright, and she fucking just lifted up, and I remember jumping off the back but still holding on the handlebars and running with the bike while fucking the tires spinning, and I'm like pretty much half throttle trying to bring it back down. Oh man, I ended up bringing the bike down. The bike was fine, and yeah man, I ended up bringing the bike down. The bike was okay. Nothing ever happened to it, but yeah man, that was one of my biggest scares from an early year on a bike. One thing I can't do is get this bike to clutch up in second. Maybe you guys have some advice, but maybe because it's the inline four, or maybe because I'm having like car problems or something, but I'll show you guys. I get her up at around like where she gets like pappy, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. 6,000 to 8,000 RPMs, and then I give her a huge clutch up and I pull up. But watch, I'm sitting far back. She doesn't really want to come up a whole lot. I'll show you again. Yeah, it doesn't really want to lift up. I'll go a little higher in the RPMs. And there's nothing, man. I even try a little lower. Ooh. That felt a little better. I just can't get it to lift up like that. I don't know. I'm hungry, man. I feel like some pizza pockets. That's all I've been eating is fucking those pizza pockets. So around 6,000 RPMs, it feels nice. So let's see if I give you guys one here. I even try it uphill. I just can't get it to go, man. I don't know. Yeah, any ideas on what I should be doing for the second gear wheelie? I think it's the bike, man. I don't think it's me. I don't have no problem clutching up in first gear. I'll give you guys one more before the cops come around this area. I have no problem in first gear. Anything after that, and I have a lot of trouble with. I think that's enough for some wheelie practice. Either that or I find someplace else. I tried in this parking lot over here once. I don't like to shit where I sleep, so I always choose other cities. So I came down here once before and tried in this parking lot, which is how I actually found this road. But that parking lot is just way too small, man. Way too small. But yeah, if you guys have any advice on second gear wheelies, how I can get this bitch up in second gear, just leave a comment. But yeah, this is about as long as I can really ride for, man. I'm not feeling the greatest. I'm actually wearing a hoodie underneath the jacket with the thermal liner in it. I have gloves underneath my gloves. It's fucking 48 degrees, and this is officially the coldest weather I've ever ridden a motorcycle in. Officially. The coldest weather I've ever been in. But yeah, man. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. DatDredPimmy.